Hi, how are you all doing? Happy Wednesday. So yeah, today I am going to, it's going to be another Only Dogs Left stream. We're going to go through some Codex stuff, which I'll talk about in a minute. But of course, if throughout this stream at any point you have questions about the general use of Novelcrafter or anything just related to Novelcrafter, like I'm here to demonstrate and show you these things. This is like a live help session. I will also, if you comment below, like next week, I can go over your stuff. So at least the issue will be seen, So we want this to really, get started. Hello, Robert. How are you doing? Um, yeah. So just come get a warm drink, chill, enjoy yourself. Hello, Nikki, and join me for some writing. Hello, Chuck. What projects are you all working on today? I love knowing like what everyone's up to. So I mean, I'm really happy at the moment. Just kind of a little ramble before we start novel craftering. With Novelcrafter, of course, I finished the draft of my current book. So I've got like a little bit of tweaking to do with the final act. Um, and then I can just send it off to my beta readers, and I'm just so excited because it's like I've been working on this so long. Like, I've been working on this a year now. I thought, oh, it'll be fine. I'll get this draft out really quickly. This book, and no, it's taking a year and a bit. Um, yeah. I mean, like AI makes things quicker, but also means if you want to rewrite your book 20 times, you can. And I am a serial procrastinator slash perfectionist, so so the fact that I've done it, book 2 is almost finished, or like almost ready to send out to people. Okay, so Chuck's figuring out the details feature. Well, you're in the right place because today we are doing just that. Nikki is nearing the end of her first draft. Very exciting. Like, I think getting that draft done stage is so exciting. Yeah, this is like draft 20 something. But like final draft before like applying like beta reader edits and that kind of thing. So yeah. But no, exciting. So yeah, so what I'm thinking today, I'm going to continue making Codex details for Only Dogs Left. Maybe experiment with some new details. So my idea is like, so in general, if something isn't working with AI, or if you have any questions about how it works, you really can just go straight to AI and ask it. Like just open up a chat and ask it about a feature or how to like improve your beats, that kind of thing. Get AI to critique you first because it's free and quick and instant. This session, I'm going to go and ask AI about my codex details, and get it to evaluate the usefulness of them, in storytelling. So yeah. Oh, Jay Fedber, you're trying out Corey's sonnet match writing prompt. That is great. I use that so much in the earlier chapters of this book. And since then I've been doing other stuff like not the prose writing, but it is great. Like if you have a good chapter to base things on, amazing. Would thoroughly recommend. Okay, so I've got this plan. I'm going to open up Novelcrafter. I'm going to open up a chat. I'm just going to use general purpose chat, but I'm going to switch to Sonnet, do some heavy lifting here. So, I will also show the prompt preview because I think that will be beneficial for us to see how things work. So I am working on the character codex entries for my novel. They need to be concise, and include essential information for the junior for the ghostwriter. to portray them accurately. Please look at the Codex entry for Delilah, analyze it, and tell me any Codex details that are extraneous and any that you feel we should add in. Please give me reasoning for each choice so that I know you know the reasons why. Okay. Okay, so description section. Let's open up her. Okay, so saying remove that. Add in her typical mannerisms or gestures when stressed. So do I have that elsewhere? No, to be fair. To be fair, I don't. So that might be something then that I want to add in. Okay, so I'm going to add little notes to self here for things that I want to add, I need to add in. I might do that as an additional section. Okay, interesting. It's saying, okay, this should be in the relationship dynamic section. Which absolutely. So it's wanting me to add in like a, so yeah. I'll do that after when I've made that section. Okay, so I'm gonna then go into manage custom details. Oh, see, I wish I could drag that now. Okay. Wait. So daily life, I'm gonna disagree with. Absolutely don't need. Speech patterns, I'm trying to show through the voice sheet, so don't need. Key relationships, I can kind of imagine. I think in this case, for Delilah, I might not need them because I have what Delilah thinks of each character in their bios. But I think it might be interesting to have. Hello, Emery. How are you doing? What are you working on at the moment? Okay, so I'm going to go with specifically. Oh, let me zoom in as well. What Delilah's specific um how to write shorter chapters. Okay, so how long are your chapters at the moment? What is it that you're finding, and like how long are you aiming them to be? What is your kind of like, yeah, what goal do you have? Um is it a matter of you wanting to cram too much in, or are you doing like, are there like loads of AI, not AI isms exactly, but I find that AI often, if it can use 20 words to write a 10-word sentence, it will. And so often you can just manually go and go like, he was trying to run, or, he ran. That kind of thing. But yeah, that's interesting. That's a problem not many people have when writing with AI, or just writing in general. Like, my chapters are too long. So if you go into, just as a reference for everyone. Oh, hello, Dragon Aloft. So if you go to the general purpose, like just any whatever prompt you're working on, you can click on that, and then you have here preview final prompt, and that helps give you. So say here it's giving Kira, so it's showing the tags associated with her aliases, her occupation, her story role, her description, and then we also have like her backstory history, her character conflict, and it separates all of these because of the Codex details. And this is exactly why it was able to analyze all of these different bits. Okay. Took on parental duties. Okay, Emery's saying it's not AI. Oh, it's not AI. It always wants to cut out all the good bits. I think I'm averaging around 2,300 words, and I think people are finding it a bit much each week. Okay, so that makes, yeah, I guess like serials are often more that 1,000 to 1,500 vibe. Is there anything that you can do to split each episode in half so that people are doing more a bite-sized chunk? Like, I guess that might make it, if you're splitting 2,300 in half, it might make it a bit short, but you could do like mini kind of like chapters. Um, what makes you think that people are finding it a bit much? Is it the reader retention kind of rate? Yeah, I guess like sometimes it's, especially when you've got, I'm trying to think now like of when I read fan fiction, how long the chapters are for stories that I, because 2,000 words doesn't feel like a huge amount compared to like some beasts that come out, like of like, you'll have like a 6,000, 8,000 word chapter and you're like, but yeah. They keep secrets from each other to protect. Okay, I'm happy with that. Ah, okay, more aware of. Well, good luck with that. That is, I think, pacing is something that is a skill that you have to learn, like it through, or at least like you can follow like there are formulas out there and stuff, but I feel like often it's like you have to build up your intuition and kind of get that idea of when is too long and what is necessary for the next sequence. Okay, mechanical training. Okay, I'm happy with that. Goals and ambitions. To be fair, I also need to do character conflict. And manage custom details, new detail, text, um, goals slash ambitions, text, only characters, short term, long term. Oh, I was doing like markdown, so it was like hashtag space writing if anyone wants to know how I've got the formatting. I like that idea actually that she's wanting to move to a different sector. Apprenticeship. I always keep saying apprenticeship, and it's no, it's apprenticeship. Huh. Interesting. I like that to master enough technical knowledge to be irreplaceable, which kind of fits in with her trauma. Like, I think she. Yeah, I like that. Okay, interesting. From what you know of Delilah, what are her core conflicts? So, like, I'm not taking everything verbatim from what the AI is providing me. I'm just chatting, seeing what rings true with me, and then going with that. Obviously, I know what the theme is. Justice isn't black and white, so that will play with it. Um, I mean, I absolutely agree with these. Protection versus independence? I guess so, yeah. So there's internal conflicts. To be honest, it probably... Wait. I might put in my headphones while I'm doing this so I can hear myself and also hear some music. These always feel a little bit overkill, but on the other hand, the sound is so good. On the right? Yeah. Oh, wow, I can hear my voice. Okay, yeah, you can definitely hear it more as it goes nearer to the thing. Music. Before I turn the music on, I'll make sure it's in the right headphones, because that would be awkward otherwise. Okay, we've got it. Amazing. Right. Okay. But absolutely, I agree with all this. So it says it creates a character who is constantly torn between action and inaction. She struggles with trust and vulnerability, has arrested emotional development from childhood trauma, and uses technical expertise as a shield from emotional engagement. I mean, absolutely gonna put that there. I think that's a really good observation. My god, this headphone wire is so long. That'll do. Okay. I'm pretty happy then with how this with Delilah has turned out. I feel motivations are different enough to goals and ambitions that I'm going to keep the two separate and see how things go. I think what I want to try and do this session is write the Codex entries for the people that are involved in chapter 1 and then try and rewrite chapter 1 and see how that does. Like to see how putting in these new details and fleshing everything out makes it jibe, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. So in this scene we have Delilah. Nicodemus isn't in it. Perrin is in the scene. Let's try Perrin. Okay, so I'm going to go boop, new chat. Pop it to Claude. Perrin's Codex entry to the essential details. I would also like your help in defining his goals / ambitions. You can say goodbye to... Okay, let's have a look. I like that. Control versus emotional expression. Goals and ambitions. Okay, a lot of this is fitting into the motivation, so I might... So then I'm going to ask, how do the goals and ambitions differ from motivations? Let's analyze this, then define his motivations. Okay. I'm going to put this into the Notion document. So goals and ambitions are the specific outcomes a character wants to achieve. They're measurable or tangible. They answer the question, what does the character want to accomplish? They can change as the story progresses and are often external or action orientated. Motivations are the underlying reasons driving a character's actions. They're typically emotional or psychological. They answer the question, why does the character want these things? They tend to remain constant throughout the story, and they are usually internal and deeply personal. Okay. So then what did it suggest as Perrin's motivation? So the justice, vengeance, a deep-seated need to right the wrong and punish those responsible. I like that. The drive to validate that her death wasn't meaningless. My God, this is like going deep. I'm like, oh, I love this. Makes me wonder what, like, do you ever get the urge to sometimes be like, okay, characters, I'm gonna like plop you in a bar, let's see what happens? Because I absolutely do. I'm like, oh, just imagine these characters like completely like off piste in the story, just doing something random, like they meet in an alternate universe. I guess it's like fan fiction of your fan fiction. I mean, fan fiction of your story. So the motivations explain why he pursues his goals and how he goes about achieving them. I like these. I really like this. I think this is kind of like helped. Okay, so I've got examples for Perrin. I'll refine the voice sheet as things go, but I quite like it. I mean, here I've got Delilah's opinion. That just came out straight away. Like, I knew what she would think of him. Okay, age 30. I might just put 30s. He's also. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with that, I think. Okay, so we have in this scene, there is Delilah, Perrin. There's no rebels. Um, Anna is in this. Okay. Anna. Great. Now, from what we know from Anna's sheet, Codex, let's define her character conflict, goals slash ambitions, and motivations. You might notice that, like, when I've gone to the strengths, I don't necessarily have exactly the same um format. Like, I've not got bullet points. There's absolutely no reason for that other than laziness. Um, it doesn't make a huge difference, I think. We'll see. Oh, so I'm very excited. We were doing a planning session for Saturday's class, and we have a class that's all like on pantsing, essentially, like discovery writing. So excited to try everything out. Like, I don't pants that often. Um, using a verb. I never thought I would use the verb to pants, but I guess you guys know what I mean. Like, it's a verb. We use it like in the writing community. It's a legit thing, right? Um, but yeah. Corey saying, yeah, the Saturday stream will be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun. Yeah, so I mean we're gonna go off the same story that we started last week because we've like that's to replicate, oh, I've got a story, I've got an idea, I've got some characters. What am I gonna write? And we're gonna see what I'm gonna write because I have no idea. I'm trying so hard not to think of it or like to think too much about it. Or like I'm thinking about it but not like planning. Um but like this is going to be very character driven, I think, with the three detectives working together and the magic. And I totally imagine this vending machine scene where one of them is kicking the vending machine, trying to get a food out. Absolutely no idea who or why or how, but I have this picture in my head of like an argument around a vending machine. um I have no idea where this has come from. Maybe it's on something on TV or I don't know. I like this how it's like the primary motivations, like the things that she could name. And then there's these things that are more hidden. Oh, absolutely not, Robert. I imagine things in my head like a movie all the time. Like I envision scenes before I write them. I'll like sit there with my eyes closed and try and like work out how all the characters play about, like especially at night, like when I'm trying to get to sleep. That is when I do my brainstorming. I will like imagine the scenes from my characters' point of views and try and get everything together. And I find it really enjoyable. It's nice. You can, and then because you're in a movie, you can like rewind and do retakes and be like, no, they're gonna say this or this, and this is gonna happen. So yeah, no, I. Does anyone else have that experience? Because I totally get what you mean, Robert. Totally. Okay. Um, okay, so we have Anna. We then will need Zora. Zora's Codex entry yet. Can you help me explore this? Um, and fill out all the empty details. Okay, so Shad says, when can I learn more about setting up custom fields in the Codex? Okay, so we had, I will go over it a little bit, but we had a video on the 21st of December, a live stream where I set up the initial Codex details and went over them. So we can have, I'll have a little show But that was where we first went over these, and then I'm kind of carrying on from that session. So Jay Faber says, same goes, but of course I'm trying for a K-drama vibe. Hey, but that's still imagining it in your head, you know? It's just maybe on a TV screen rather than a movie screen. So custom details are these like additional bits. They're not set to anything in particular. So if you go, or like you're not limited to anything by Novelcrafter itself, is what I'm meaning. So if you click on the cog icon and then go to custom details, I have a lot in here, but this will come up as blank for you initially, and you can add in your details for anything that you want. We've included some presets as ideas for you, but that's just kind of to get you started. So like physical appearance, pronouns, story role. So for example, the story role, I've used that, and that's a drop down where you can put in different options, and you can then take these and add them in. So when you make a new entry, say you've got your character, you then are able to add in any details you want through the add details button. And essentially, this is like, you know, when you have one of those forms that you character sheets that you split up into a gazillion different things and they're great fun and you're just like going through them. It's like that. Now, AI is pretty smart, so you don't need to have thousands of details like for every little thing. I tend to use them for the most important aspects that I want to separate, and then things like appearance, general personality, that kind of stuff then goes into just the description, because it's a description. Like, it's not, I don't need anything else. I think it's getting that balance right. But a lot of it is kind of like human helping, you know? It helps us as a human separate everything and make it as concise and as clear to the AI as possible. But yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. Like, you know, the whole point of these streams is to help you kind of get to grips with things and to know when you want to do stuff. I mean, I like all of that. This is all taking from her character bio. I do want to change that to bullets though. Bullets. To be honest, I might let's. Yes, absolutely. I agree with Dragon Aloft. The Discord is so good for these things. Like everyone there is super friendly, and like things can get a little bit complicated, but I think it's kind of like take what you need in that moment and use that, and don't worry about all the stuff surrounding it. Like, find the information that it's like if you've got a textbook, you don't just sit and read it from start to finish. Usually, you look for the stuff that you need, use the search function, find the advice that matches your task, apply that, and then go from there and learn. Ha ha. God. Delilah has. I don't know if she even cares about passing on her knowledge. She is like, nope, this is my job. I am going to do it until I retire, and then I am going to hide away from everyone. So sorry that many of these guys are not going to survive. I like that. Documentation first, innovation never. What? You've actually been writing? I feel like a lot of the time, like, we all get so caught in the details or caught, like, chatting and stuff. Yeah. Um, but also burn. Did I have dynamic with others? I don't know. I mean, apparently. Let's grab the sheep and away we go. He's still a threat until he's dead. Finish it. No. Okay, so we have Zora. Gaius I want to develop. He's Cyclops. Great. I now need your help with Delilah. Not Delilah, Gaius. Power and what it can give him. Filling in the Codex details in order. So great. I now need your help with Gaius. I feel he's a little bit 2D, but he also is a character that just genuinely enjoys power and what it can give him. Let's flesh out his character, filling in the Codex details in order to make a compelling minor antagonist for Delilah. It's not a teaching of mine. You've grown soft. Okay. And I'll keep mine this way. This way, you don't waste my time this way. Okay. Okay, well, I don't like that deliberate, measured grace. That is very AI. Like, I think the more you write with AI, the more you get to know what is what it keeps having and what it keeps putting in. Um, okay. This would had an interesting dynamic between him and Creel. And Creel is one of the rebels who is an ex-gladiator. Um, make it even more horrific that he started up the perdition. How can we use this to inflate, not inflate, to enhance his codex? Okay, let's see what it's then said. I mean, I feel like it's then not gone for. I kind of now want to know how he eliminated old prison authorities. So I'm going to add other bits and then I'll sort out this main entry after. Overseer of the Perdition Coliseum. He is an antagonist. I mean, he's kind of like a supporting. I guess it's hard to know. Like minor antagonist, I would go, but we'll work that out. Oh, I like that. I mean, I might include that in his background. Oh, I imagine this like huge fight between Creel and Gaius, and it's beautiful. So I think it's probably taken bits. Never being. Voice sheet. Oh my god, my experience gives me unique insight into handling society's refuse. It's very overdramatic. Like, I feel like I need a kind of dynamic thing now. We'll have a think. How much longer till the show goes south? Okay, and then I can add in the prison stuff amongst this. Let's get rid of. Whoa. In case you needed a reminder. Yeah, I don't know if he's. Maybe I'm going to change this. Maybe Gaius isn't a. Maybe Gaius isn't in this first chapter. Maybe he's. Interesting. Hmm. See, it's amazing how, like, even just doing this is making me think more. Because it doesn't make sense for him to be an enforcer if. So maybe it's changing his role. Okay. What? This justifies the means. Friends turn to foes and rivalries. So. Okay. Okay, no, nothing more in chat. Immediately pick up on his carefully constructed facade. I mean, this all absolutely makes sense. Um, let's see if we get a random. Okay, no, no random apology. Sometimes Claude is just like, sorry, hide face. He twists knowledge. Why won't you let? Okay, I like that. That works nicely. Okay, we have Gaius. Okay, I think I'm gonna get rid of him from chapter 1 through doing this. I'm like, actually, he's not gonna fit there. Maybe we just have Perrin, or like Perrin and miscellaneous person. I'll have to have a think. The P deck is in. I'm gonna say it's in the Genesis district actually. Infrastructure hubs won't be a district. Do you know who I am? That is my exterior description. Then I get pissed off. I try to chill the waves. Damn you. So great. That plus elimination that creates. You can tell here where I've obviously like just added bits in and not read the original article or the original codex. Okay, description, interior, function, Delilah's opinion. The whole place needs to be uphold. No, fated and improved, but there is no impetus from higher up to do anything more. It's one of the oldest buildings in Nova Bezos, but have any of you been experimenting with Codex fields? Have you come up with anything interesting that you'd like to share with us all? Like, or even just, you know, you've been finding them useful for certain things or organization. You know, have you got anyone got any Codex tips for the group? Okay, so we have the power distribution. What else do we need? I can archive that. Don't need that. I'm kind of now, I've paused and I'm just like staring into the distance because I'm thinking of how Nova Bezos looks. I kind of, because obviously it's a dome, so it's circular. It is perfectly circular because it's a dome that was placed there. There is no room for expansion, so therefore it has to kind of expand inwards. So I'm imagining there's the bit in the center, slightly squished to one side, like that's a conical cathedral district, maybe with some other form of wall around it or protection. And then from there's other districts that have grown, and like some have grown up to make, you know, like use up the vertical space, especially the ones nearer the central hub. But then the undercity, which is like around the outside, that's going to be like, there's only so much you can go up before you're hitting glass. And so I guess you just have to cram in all the people, and like the houses are all just like, you know, the streets are very thin, alleys are then taken up by makeshift residentials, stuff like that, maybe. Hmm. Worth thinking about anyway. Was there anything else that I needed to look at? No, I think we're fine. Okay, let's go into the plan. What? I'm going to go into outline mode, get rid of any distractions. Okay, so I'm gonna try and like I got rid of the old summary. Ugh, why do I do that? So I'm gonna go on the 3 icons, scene summary history. Is that really all I had? Oh my god. Oh, I guess I probably had it more. I had a summary and then it was more. Yeah, I'll restore that. So I've got. Delilah navigates the tight maintenance space. Well, okay, well, past me seems to have already got rid of Gaius. Do you ever have it where your like past self obviously was on the same brain wavelength as your current self, and then you're suddenly like, oh, okay, yeah, that's all fine, I guess. I don't need to do that change because past me already did it. Thanks. Okay. Um, I guess we could just. I mean, do we want to just try and do a bit of writing, see how this works, how the edits we've made affect the prose? Yeah, okay, right. Okay, delete, get rid of that. Actually, I'll keep this beginning because this was like the beginning that I did before. Get rid of that from the word count. I wasn't a great fan of any of these when we did them, so I'm just gonna put them here. So I mean, this is gonna be like an entire chapter that we're trying to write. Um, I might. So I'm gonna try a couple of different prompts out. I'm gonna start off with the Kate's voice Corey one that we did. I don't know how it's gonna do. I might need to edit it. Might be fine. We'll see. So this is just an adaptation of Corey's prompt for writing in your own voice. And I've got a chapter already fed in, so that should be okay. Amateur work, that. Okay, I mean, this definitely sounds like me. Um, I mean, I'm reading a lot of this, Corey. I think I need your input. A lot of this is just sounding like how I speak. It's like, yeah, I'm all right. She wasn't, not really, but she had worse, probably. Like it feels just very me. Oh my god, a drunk version of Corey's. What, did you just tell it to mimic the pro style but drunk? I mean, this isn't a okay, I mean it's only done 1,000 odd words, but I'm liking it. It's going well. Okay, Corey says it does sound like me, yeah. Yeah, my writing style is very cash. Okay, interesting. I'm now going to try the prompt that Space shared in the Discord. Nothing broken except my dignity. Oh my god. I feel like I need to try that, Emery. That sounds hilarious. I might give that a go now. I'm just gonna. So this is definitely like it's giving more. The prose definitely sounds less like me, which makes sense. But it's good. It's got a bit more information, so I would definitely like kit bash this. Oh my god, the sass. The actual sass is incredible. Um Hello Pixel. Yeah, I mean these live streams are always like they're great for just like playing around with things, just trying things out, and we all learn from each other. And I'm absolutely yeah, 1400 words is very good. I mean, this is, I feel like this I could get expanded. Um Interesting. Um I mean, to be fair, with the 1400 words, I've given a lot of stuff to it. So, let's minimize that. Let's now go on to prompts. Let's scroll to Gates' voice. We are going to clone this. And now we are going to try Emery's. Um, you've had a couple of drinks and are drunk with no filter. You know what they say. Right drunk, edit sober. Okay. Um okay, let's see how this edited prompt does. Okay, I'm excited. I love experimenting with new things. Um 2000 drunk. I didn't mean try to make me one with the ductwork, did I? Okay, well that is absolutely this bit taken from the Codex entry. It's been very heavily inspired. Look at this, or don't, since you can't actually see it. Wow, Delilah. I think I might need to tone down her voice sheet a little bit. And I feel like it's a little bit telly, but that's okay. Like, good start. Um, I feel like it's not, none of them have quite got the, okay, so this one has got it where she's not like, she can't just fall out. She's in a duct. Oh my god, I love this. It's it's referenced the bureaucratic processes for repairs in Nova Bezos, where we have like that. I feel like that is like she wouldn't volunteer the information necessarily, so I might have to add in things. She's second year. Um, she's a third year apprentice. So where have I got the second year from? Have I got it mentioned in here that's like so it's conflicting? Interesting. Um no, but interesting. Interesting to know. Okay, interesting. I Is it bad that I'm just not liking this new version as much as my original? Maybe that's the whole kill your darlings thing. Like, but I much preferred the version where I don't know. I think maybe because it's short and it's there's not the bits in it and it doesn't feel like it's urgent maybe or like as a start it doesn't feel like the right starting point maybe for the story now. I don't know. Isn't that funny how you suddenly get moments where you're just like I don't know if this is the right start. Like maybe I need to start earlier. Maybe like set up the ordinary routines more so that when this does happen and the sabotage is discovered, Delilah already has suspicions from other bits. Like she already suspects Kira rather than it's starting with her finding sabotage and then uncovering other stuff. It's like she starts getting suspicious. Maybe Kira asks some like weird ass questions first and then and like it ties in and then she's like she's away for a night and then this is happening and other stuff and Delilah has a tool that's gone missing or yeah, I feel like I need to like leave the breadcrumbs and then maybe this isn't the starting moment. This is like the inciting incident. Like so rather than Kira's arrest being the inciting incident, it's the sabotage and then I need to have a think. I feel like this is like now that I'm doing like these changes. I don't know if you have this. Yeah, I think this is quintessential Kate issue that I'll be writing and then suddenly be like, oh, but what if I do it this completely different way? Which is not necessarily helpful. But, that's what starts happening when in my mind I'm like, okay, well, maybe I do this and this. And my mind is going very quick at the moment. So it's hard to vocalize it all. But I want to vocalize it so that you understand what I'm thinking about rather than just staring at me staring at the screen. Um, yeah, I feel like it needs something. I feel like this scene isn't the right place to start. I need to establish more of the world. I need to have something else. Maybe it starts with the radio scene, fixing the radio, sneaking that out, and like we rearrange bits. Hmm. Hmm. And now I'm just humming to myself. Um, he's scared that he's doing something wrong. How does he keep us in check? So we must respect him, and now no one dares to piss him off. Okay. I'm excluding this from the AI context. I am going to give full novel outline. I am going to cry and set. I'm not exactly sure why this is. So untangle the ball of chaos that is my mind. So I don't feel like my story starts at the right point. I'm not exactly sure why this is. So I'm hoping you can help me work out why I'm feeling this way. Have I started too late? Do I need to establish the world first, or is it something else? I kind of don't know what I'm doing here, and I need someone to untangle the ball of chaos that is my mind. Um, okay, let's see how Sonic can help me. Okay, let me help you untangle your thoughts about the story's beginning. From reviewing your outline, here are some key observations. Current opening strengths starts with immediate action, power surge. Introduces the protagonist's technical skills, sets up initial mystery and conflict, introduces key characters organically. We jump straight into the action before readers have an emotional attachment. The sister relationship isn't established before the conflict begins. I think that is definitely something that I've been thinking about. We don't see Delilah's normal world before it's disrupted. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think I would need something. Rather than Delilah discovering the sabotage, then seeing suspicious behavior in her sister. Perhaps we need to flip this. Show the normal world oddly other setting up of stuff. And then we see the first instance of sabotage. Hmm. I mean, I don't like the idea of starting off with a morning routine, but okay. This is a starting point. Um, uh, more representative. So I like this as a start, but morning routines and stuff are boring. Let's start with something more dramatic, showcasing the world in a way that gives Delilah interest. I don't know, like her trying to fix the plumbing and it's going crazy, or there's a fight outside our window. Let's brainstorm a few different concepts for this normal world scene that feel a bit more representative of the chaos of the Undercity. Okay, I kind of like the Great Flood already. That kind of sounds funny. Um, Although the blackout dance sounds so cute. Oh my god, that is adorable. Guys, I need your thoughts on these. Okay, that doesn't work just within the city. Not a fan of that. Okay. So I'm thinking either this Great Flood kind of or the blackout dance. I'm going to get rid of the full outlining the context. Yeah, and like then when and like you don't know it at the start, but the blackout dance being then related to the power failures that have been kind of being seen later. So it's almost as if like this is a symptom then of the later issues and it's kind of like expanding. A great way of introducing people. Yeah. Blackout Dance is the new sci-fi equivalent of the dance macabre. Absolutely. Blackout. I feel like they need an actual dance as well. Oh, I love the idea of an actual dance. This could be such a rich scene showing the undercity makes joy even in hardship. Let me spitball some ideas. Okay, so we have the initial blackout. Lights flicker and die. Delilah's immediate reaction is practical, reaching for tools, but we hear music starting up somewhere below. We have the community response, where people emerge with their blackout routines, some setting up makeshift lights, others bringing out instruments. Anna appears with her family's famous blackout snacks. Impromptu celebration in the communal space shows how these blackouts have become a community event. Delilah trying to work while people keep pulling her into the dancing. Anna teasing her about being all work and no play. Delilah and Anna working together in the maze. Okay. People asking where Kira is. She never misses blackout dances. Delilah making excuses but clearly worried. Sets up the tension about Kira's strange behavior. We get the contrast between joy and hardship, community resilience, class divisions. Okay. Okay, I mean, I don't want to do that about the foot. I think I really like this. I need to mull this over a bit more. But I think working on this first scene would make a really good episode for next week. So I'm going to leave it here and then we can go and explore, probably make some new codex entries for the various things in this blackout dance. I'm going to first, before we go, lore. I will add this into the not aliases, tags. Trial she cannot to confess. In the end, it's all the same once I apply all the pressure. Okay. Yeah, so that is me. I've written that. I will this is gonna be a bit of a pain. For true nature will be revealed. Tell me. And we have our new chapter 1. Okay. Amazing. Right. Well, I will see y'all next week. Oh no, see you all on Saturday for our pantsing special. Yeah. Bye.